Hey everyone and welcome. Today we've got me, we've got Dada Mark and we've got baby Sophie, and we are having a family weekend away. So, are you ready for an adventure? We have arrived. Today we are visiting Alton Towers in Staffordshire. We are actually staying at the hotel this weekend, which is just over there, but we can't check in until 3 o'clock today, so we're going to head straight into the park. Before we get going and heading on to the rides, we stopped off for a coffee and to give Sophie a feed, because we'd been on the road since 6 o'clock this morning. She was definitely due another feed. So we're going to do that. We're going to then try and get parent swap tickets, or whatever they're called, so that maybe we can do a few of the rides. But generally, we're just going to wander around and see how we get on. We're actually going to hold off getting the parent pass thing just because the queue is absolutely huge at the moment. Hopefully it moves quite quickly, but we're going to come back in a little while. We're going to have a wander around, see babies, I think, and then come back and try again, because it kind of feels counterproductive to stand in a queue to get a ticket that's supposed to help with parents queuing. Maybe I'm just expecting a bit too much. Don't know. Our first stop of the morning, obviously besides the coffee and the feeding and all of that other kind of fun stuff, is obviously going to be CBeebies Land for Sophie, who really seems a bit nonplussed by it all. She really don't care too much. We kind of thought that might be the case because she's so small, although she does seem to be enjoying the bright colours and all that kind of stuff, but generally she just doesn't care. The Teletubbies are on the stage at the back, but she kind of just went, meh. As you can see behind me, the queue has definitely died down for the box office area, which is where you get your parent share, queue share tickets. We still queued inside for about 25 minutes, but to be honest, it wasn't really that bad, apart from Sophie getting a bit tetchy because we weren't moving, we weren't doing anything, which obviously always kind of gets on her nerves a little bit. But we now have the parent queue share ticket, and the good news is they were really helpful in there, and they were able to also issue us one for tomorrow, so we won't have to queue again tomorrow to get our parent share, which is brilliant because that saves a whole lot of time first thing in the morning, which is brilliant. So thank you very much to the Alton Towers customer service team. day for me, which is Nemesis. Dada Mark has taken Sophie off and is sitting down outside, and basically once I'm done, he gets to come back through the ride without queuing up. So that's really cool, really handy. But I'm very, very excited about going on the Nemesis. I haven't been on it for a few years. It's been a while since we've been back here. And this year is actually its 25th anniversary, which is also quite cool. So I'm kind of glad to be going on it. I'm kind of getting my old roller coaster enthusiasm going again, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I just can't wait to get on it. Definitely safe to say that Nemesis still has it. That thing just runs so fast, it's so loud, it's so vicious, it's so intense. And I still, to this day, I don't know whether it's me overhyping it or I just have a special place for it, but after 25 years, it is still one of the absolute best roller coaster experiences I have ever had, and I still get that buzz even now after riding it all those numerous times over the years. I still get a kick out of that ride so much. It's just amazing, it really is. So after that incredible experience, again as always, we are going to head and find somewhere to have something to eat that also does the baby warming, bottle warming. Wow. See, this is what it does. Messes with your mind, I tell you. Such a good ride. We've chosen to have food at the Woodcutters Bar and Grill, so I'm going to be having a barbecue burger. Now originally I wanted to try, on the menu there was a Nemesis beer and an Oblivion beer, but unfortunately they haven't got either of them, so I'm opting for a Guinness instead. Not quite as adventurous and exciting, but you know, we'll give it a go. Dada Mark is just using the baby change facilities with Sophie, so I thought I'd quickly come out and just give an overview. I thought actually the food was really, really lovely and good value for money. For £10.50 it was an absolutely fabulous burger, really, and is pretty much what you would expect it to be, I imagine, at £10.50. The staff members in there were absolutely brilliant. Just really good customer service, very friendly, very, very helpful. They helped with getting the high chair ready for us, warming up the milk for us, all those bits and pieces that, you know, kind of I think you probably take for granted. They were really, really helpful. So a big thank you to the guys and girls who work at the Woodcutters Bar and Grill. We really appreciated just the good customer service. So we've just got back to the hotel and look who we bumped into.
Hey guys, Jamie from Daddy and Dad.
Hi.
Tom.
Which is all kinds of awesome because I'm kind of fangirling a little bit. These guys are awesome and I've been following them for just over a year and a half.
Probably. We've been chatting for a long time on there.
Yeah, we have been chatting for quite a while. But yeah, they're actually here. They're going to be looking at the stargazing pods. They're here for a day tomorrow.
Indeed.
Are you videoing or are you
No,
Instagramming?
we're going to be doing a blog feature, travel feature next week. So keep an eye on Daddy and Dad, and we'll be revealing everything about the stargazing pods, and hopefully after a good night's sleep as well. Because they're quite small.
Yeah, I did see the pictures.
There's a double bed and 2 singles, and it's about the size of my dad's shed in his garden. But anyway, they look posh, they look smart, so optimistic.
Well, okay, and I will put a link down below once that goes live. I'll put a link, because this is not going live for a couple of weeks, so I'll put a link in the description below. Please go and follow them. And can you also do me a favour? And I'm going to put a link below. Go and follow them on Instagram.
Yes, please do.
Please. Thanks. We are now all checked in. We're in our room. There was a bit of a kerfuffle with the rooms because they thought we'd booked, well, it said on their system that we'd booked a wheelchair access room, but we hadn't. We just booked a standard double, but they have managed to thankfully find us a different room because I wasn't comfortable taking the access room in case someone actually needs it, and we don't. So, like I say, thankfully they were able to help us out, which was great. We ended up leaving the park about 4 o'clock in the end. Firstly, I just want to say how wonderful Sophie has done today. She's been incredible. She's taken it all in her stride. Nothing's really bothered her. There was a couple of moments where she got a little bit upset, and that was mainly near Nemesis and near the Smiler, and that's because you do get quite close to those and they are loud, so that was pretty much to be expected. We knew that would happen, but generally she has been on fine form all day. She's been really happy. She ate really well, like in terms of when we did her feed, but yeah, she's been great. Absolutely wonderful. That said, by 4 o'clock she was starting to get a bit tetchy, and we decided that a pushchair nap just wasn't going to cut it, so we would head back to the room. Overall, we have had a very lovely day. You know, we just walked around the park and it brought back a lot of old memories for me and was just kind of nostalgic. I do love Alton Towers. I always have loved Alton Towers. Like I say, it's easily the best theme park in the UK. Sorry, Thorpe, I know you're more my local, but... And it was lovely just to enjoy the park again, and then obviously see the new additions and things that have changed. And I don't know, there was an element that it even felt magical again for me, which obviously when I was visiting as much as I was, maybe that magic had died a little bit, but I did feel some of that magic coming back. It probably would have come back even more had I have actually gone on many of the rides. Overall, we did have a lovely day. So I think I'm going to leave it there for today because we are both exhausted just from the sheer walking, which is, again, those of you that have been to Alton Towers know, you got to have your walking legs ready for an Alton Towers trip. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I will see you in part 2. Bye.